that's because when we started that community health program, we didn't have a lot of knowledge. In a short time that we encountered problems with communication with the community, for instance. And then I met Francisco Lemos Lamos. He's a public health expert from the Universidad de la Sabana in Bogota.
Which is another Catholic school, so you had a Catholic connection.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Invited him to come to Mozambique. I think it was already with GHETS funds then. And we met him in Australia in a network conference. And we kept into contact. We discussed about possibilities for him coming to our place and do an evaluation of what we are doing and make a plan of how we can improve. And that became a stronger cooperation. People from Bogota came every year to our place, are still coming, and sometimes people from Beira, they went to Colombia as well to learn from their community health programs, especially in the favelas. It is or the faculties who pay, or it is put into projects, and then we get the funds from the projects. Now, we had some contact with universities in Europe, and we had some missions from Europe to try to support us, to see if it's possible to support us in public health. And but the world is so different between Europe and Africa that we had the feeling that things were not. The things proposed were not really good for us, for Mozambique, especially because Mozambique works with a lot of there are a lot of traditional communities. There's a lot of traditional health, while the medical schools they hardly deal with traditional health. And
in Europe,
but also the medical schools in Mozambique, they tend to leave it. They are a little bit afraid of it. They don't know what to do with it. And
but that's still the most common care that the average person gets.
Yeah. Most of even the physicians, they go sometimes to traditional healers, to witch doctors or curanderos, you call it in Mozambique. But they will never tell you. But they go there. And in Colombia, there are a lot of traditional communities here. So they have very good ideas about how to deal with Indian communities, for instance, and with communities with different habits, with natural medicine, and so we had more confidence to deal with another country from the south, and when we really came together and we're walking through the Bible through the community, then the things that were observed were things that we had problems with. We noticed that why are things not working well? It was a question, to a large extent, of that we didn't know how to communicate with the people there, and therefore there were a lot of misunderstandings, and so the Colombian guys, they learned us how to deal with this, and
because they developed experience in dealing with indigenous and communicating with them, even though it's quite different in language, even, right? And culture difference, African versus South American.
Exactly.
But there was still more things in common than even with, say, Portugal and Mozambique.
Because here the problems are much more basic, and here in Colombia there are rich people, but there are a lot of poor people, and it's lacking everything, water, hygiene, and that's the same in Mozambique. So how to deal with that? And also, the community is often quite passive. They have to be energized, and that's and there are special ways to do it, to deal with it, and that's where, Europe has less understanding, less knowledge about.